Alrighty guys, Azik here, bringing you guys another Dragon Ball Legends PvP video. So, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I posted a couple minutes ago saying that this is my final rank, this is what I'm going to be ending off on, and it was like 990 something. I actually got a little scared. I was just like, dude, I really want, if I could get top 1000, stay in the top 1000, get that top cut title, dude, you know that the top cut title is going to stay on forever, man. You know, because that's just, if the Super Warriors can make it up there, you know, that's just like a statement for me, like as a free-to-play player, like for free-to-play players everywhere, man. Like I feel like that is huge, you know. So we'll go ahead and we are at 946 right now. This is going to be kind of a different video, so I do have this intro right here that's pre-recorded. But the gameplay that I'm going to be uploading here actually had no commentary. It's just gameplay that I recorded just over the time period of me doing this series, right? Just gameplay that I gameplay I wanted to record. So it's going to be a little bit of raw gameplay.
So that was a f***ing lie.
I hope you guys don't mind. This is definitely not going to be the norm. You know, maybe I might still go ahead and throw some edits in there, but you know, we'll see for sure. So we'll go ahead and take a look at my battle history. This was the most recent match right here, right? The 106 points. And then there is this match right here, which I got really ticked off at. It put me against this guy, Lord Gogeta. And he, you know, I mean, he doesn't have an absurdly broken team. But that game was not easy by any means at all. You know, I gained 4 points for that, man. And then look at this team. Against this guy too, he has the Zenkai. He has, not only does he have 3 LFs, 2 of them are the Zenkai LFs. And so I lost against that guy, unfortunately. I got minus 46 points for that. That's just ridiculous. These right here, ignore these. These are friend battles, right? And then, you know, over here, of course, you see just 11 points. It was just really rough all around. Hopefully, oops. So hopefully this just cements my spot right here. At the time of recording, there's only an hour left. So I have a little bit of wiggle room here, just a little tiny bit, right? I have like 50 spots here, and then on top of that, you also have to include the factor of people that are going to get banned, right? People that have just been cheating, have been abusing DC, like they're probably gonna get snuffed out, more than likely, right? Especially with enough reports. That being said, hopefully the next video that I bring to you guys will be me telling you guys that I actually made it to top 1000 and stayed in the top 1000. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. You know, I hope you guys enjoy it. This is probably going to be the last episode of the Super Warrior series for now, right? Until they get maybe a new addition, maybe a new Zenkai. I would love that, right? But for now, after this, they're going to go into a little bit of an early retirement after how successful this was. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey. I'm Azik. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Alrighty guys, so actually before we hop into the video, I ended up changing my mind like halfway through putting this together. I'm actually going to go ahead and do something different. I'm going to try some post commentary. I hope you guys don't mind. I definitely did want to, seeing that this is the series finale, right? So we had to go ahead and hop in here for some commentary. This is going to, like I said, just a little disclaimer here is that this is going to be post-game commentary right here. So, you know, get a little bit of insight of what I'm doing, what is going on in my head, what I think is going on in my opponent's head, and it's going to be a little bit of an educational kind of video to, you know, wrap things up for the season. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so we start off with like a Saiyans kind of team, right? All right, so he actually starts off with the Cloud Coup, and honestly, I kind of like in my head, I was like, that's what I was kind of anticipating here. So I wanted him to start off with the Cloud Coup so I can go ahead and just immediately start doing damage with Yamcha. And people always just expect me to sidestep or do charge steps, and so I'm able to go ahead and get that damage off early. You can also see right here that Super Saiyan 3, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he keeps trying to come up to me. So I'm kind of like, I know the kind of player he is, like right off the rip. He likes to get really aggressive right here, right? I want to save this green card. I feel like he's going to go for a tackle here, which is why you slowly see me like hover over that strike card right there. Right there, that green card, the little solar flare that I popped off with Krillin, that could have been a little bit dangerous too, because if we would have brought in Gogeta, it would have been really dangerous, right? Because Gogeta's immune to that. So we swap into Yamcha, pop the main ability, and catch him in the sidestep to guarantee a kill on this guy right here. So that's huge for me, and I want to just keep going aggressive right here. So I instantly queue up another blast card because this guy, he's starting to get a little scared now. He's starting to get a little worried. And Gogeta to me is almost like the biggest threat because I feel like he tanks better, and he's just more. I would say I would put Super Saiyan Gogeta a little bit under Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Just a little bit. But I don't know, for some reason Gogeta just scares me a lot more. And then I also predict a tackle right there. And so as you can see right here, Yamcha just comes through, and honestly, we got the perfect win right there. Perfect. Alright, for the next match of the video, going against the Sun Fam team. Alright, so again, he starts off with the Cloud Q, and I'm starting to like predict this a little bit better, right? And so of course he's gonna want to swap out immediately. But at the same time, I kind of want to farm Dragon Balls here. I feel like his team isn't the best Sun Family team. Yes, he does have 2 Zenkais on there, but he has the Super Saiyan 4. So immediately in my head, I'm like, dude, this is going to be huge for me, right? I tried to build up enough ki for the blue card right there. It was very unsuccessful. I popped the main ability right here, though, thankfully. And then I am able to get the bleed on him, which is very like important to me because I want that damage over time. Especially on this guy right here because he's a last man standing unit. I was patient enough to wait out the sidestep right there. And I kind of want to just buy enough time for Yamcha to get in here, right? So I buy in Yamcha. The only reason why I don't pop the main ability here is because I don't have enough cards to really chain into a long combo. But right here, I do get the perfect vanish. So right here, I kind of just do all this right here. And honestly, I'm surprised I didn't even pop the main ability. But it's because of the fact that I had the rush ready, right? So I have the rush right here. And then I go ahead and just... I was expecting a sidestep, I'm not going to lie. A little bit of a flop right there, right? You can't always make the perfect plays. You can't always make the perfect reads. But it's okay, though, because I have so many people like at my disposal. Tien is definitely going to be the one that I want to keep alive throughout the entire match. And Krillin, like I said in previous videos, my reasoning for Krillin, I like him to take damage. I want him to get a health because it provides a bunch of buffs, a bunch of support and utility once he does reach half health, right? So we're able to go ahead and do all this. And honestly, like, even though people really like to get rid of the last man standing units before they can actually go into the last man standing mode, but for me it's just like when Super Saiyan Goku, he's a last man standing unit, and I have Tien with the main ability, like, he does not scare me, like, at all, right? And you're gonna see me demonstrate that here, is where I'm kind of just gonna... So I go for a tackle here because I automatically assume I always just assume they go for tackles after rising rushes. That's just a little rule of thumb that I have. We even get the perfect vanish on him right here, and we do have card draw speed and everything, so I want to do as much damage as I can. Yamcha's blast cards only cost 14, so doing this damage right here and then swapping, and I drop combo right there, unfortunately, and I honestly was expecting a rush, but he completely whiffed. If he would have hit that, like, it would have been like game over for me. So he ends up forfeiting, and then he said, let's go ahead and go up into the next one. So this next one is another Sun Family team, so we'll see what we do here. Alright, so for this one, he starts off with the Nameku, and this one is where I'm like, dang, like, this one's a little bit hairy. This one's a little bit worrying, I'm not gonna lie, right? But it's okay. Like I said, with Yamcha, since he does have that card draw speed, I just absolutely love farming Dragon Balls with him. What I don't love is when I'm in mid combo and it like makes me pull a green card, or it makes me pull a blue card and it makes me drop my combo, right? Tien's green card is really good too because it heals you, it restores vanish, and I think he sidesteps right here, perfect. So you see me like use all my main abilities here, and you might think, not all of them, I usually save Tien's, but you see me use Yamcha's and Krillin's pretty freely, right? And that's because I want to like gain priority as early on as I can. I want to get Rising Rush as early on as I can for this exact reason right here. Yes, like, he still does have the Nameku. I'm not too worried about that. I want to get the Super Saiyan 3 out of here because if you notice, I have a red for the Kid Goku. I have a green for the blue Goku. So in my head, like, everything is a-okay here. Everything's like great. Everything's perfect, honestly. And then we have Krillin like on standby right here just in case, right? I do have Krillin right here just in case he goes for a rush or something of that nature, right? And then we even like, look at this. We catch him the sidestep right here. We also get our vanish back with our green card, and this guy's practically dead, right? I think he does end up swapping right here. Or he pops the main ability. I think he catches me. We kind of just dance around at each other right here. I was going to try to go for a card and catch him the sidestep, but he caught on too quickly. You know, Yamcha, he has a little bit more of the Z abilities here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did change up my team a little bit. The bench, at least. So I had the hero Yamcha initially, but I wanted Yamcha to do more damage. He is my favorite unit. I think he's the best unit. You're gonna see right here too, before he actually connects the rush, I popped the TN main ability. So I popped the TN main ability because I'm praying that he's not able to kill here. Like, absolutely praying, because once I pop the TN main ability, I'm able to go ahead and just wipe all of his buffs, and that way he can't really do too much damage. He still did a large amount of damage, right? But he wasn't nowhere, or he just missed the kill by like 412,000 damage, right? Which is huge because, like I said, I think I honestly still have the heal with Krillin right here because he's so healthy, right? So if he gets below half HP, like, that's big for me, right? Look at the damage that the Goku's doing too. It's not that great, right? He's gonna go ahead and swap me out right here. I don't really want none of that, so I bring in Yamcha because I want Yamcha on standby, right? Okay, I think he's gonna bring in the, or he has a blue card. That's what this tells me. You see him just floating like that? I think he has a blue card, or he got his vanish back, so I have to be a little bit careful. But like I said, Krillin was at half HP, and so he was able to heal up some guys right there. Honestly, I'm playing a little bit sloppily here. Like, I should not go for a tackle there. I went for a second tackle there. Like, that was a little bit embarrassing, right? But sometimes you get a little impatient. In my head, I'm like, dude, like, I have the advantage. Like, I need to just get in there. So now I start slowing it down a little bit, but so does he. So it's very unfortunate here. He just loves, like, backfloating. Like, look at him. It's just very, like, I know he has that what's it called, right? The blue card. So I want to do, like, everything in my power to just get rid of that. I want to make him use it, but I don't want him to connect it. So that's where, like, the issue comes in, right? So we go for another tackle right there. And then, so we're kind of just, I want to get this green card off so I can heal a little bit. Okay. And he goes for the full taps right there. So that's a huge mistake. You never want to go for full taps. Never, ever, ever. You always want to just do one tap only. So I kind of, right here, I'm stalling time. And if you guys know me, like, you guys know that I absolutely love, like, the Super Warriors. I love their kits and everything. I really, like, just try to play their strengths as best as I can, and I do that stall. And also too, like, I don't care about rising rushing twice when I'm running these guys. If I'm running another team, like a really stacked team, like, or if I have Zenkais, then I'll go ahead and refrain on rushing. So, like, quickly or first even, I kind of, my rule of thumb is I like to rush after they rush. But with Super Warriors, I have no mercy at all, man. You can't. Alright, for the next match of the video, we actually go against a Zenkai Gaki team with the Zenkai Beerus. So he starts off with Vados. Honestly, like, the double greens is kind of like a really strong setup, I feel like. But at the same time, like, against a really strong red unit, it can prove to be very, like, good, right? Because, like, yeah, he has double greens. This Beerus is going to be tanky, but Champa is not going to really be able to tank against Yamcha, right? And then also I have Krillin right here as well. And I know he's saving the Champa for Krillin specifically, right? Right, so we're going to go ahead and sidestep right here, I think. Oh, he only goes for one. So I had to be careful. So, like I said, you always want to go for one tap. Just a singular tap. But, you know, like, sometimes you misclick and stuff like that. Like I said, you can't always make perfect plays. There's going to be mechanical errors somewhere, right? You're not a robot. I'm not a robot. You might be a robot. I don't know. You know, there might be robots watching this. So we kind of just chill out right here at far range. And I'm kind of just, you know, I'm biding my time a little bit here. Like, I feel like this guy's a really patient player, and he's going to try to go for, like, PVs and stuff like that. So I go ahead and pop the main ability. I think this doesn't connect, so I go for a single tap right there, right? I had to go for a single tap because that wasn't going to connect, and I needed to win this clash, and I barely get it by 2 points. I wanted Vados out of here as quick as possible. I know Champa's going to come in here. He's probably going to pop the main ability, right? Or he actually doesn't pop the main ability. Again, right there, you see me demonstrating that I use just one tap attack right there, right? And that's very important to me because you can get out a Vanish. You know, if you get out the Vanish, you can go straight into a Rising Rush. There's, like, so much stuff that you can do, right? All right, here I get a little bit too impatient. I start going immediately. And that's not... I don't think that's necessarily the play. He goes for the Rising Rush, and yeah, you might be thinking, like, hey, like, why didn't you just save Krillin there? Well, because TN is a better last man standing unit than Krillin is. So if someone had to die, I would rather have been Krillin. Fortunately for us, we actually guessed him. Not too fortunate for him, right? But at the same time, you know, like, he ends up just forfeiting. I got lucky there. I got really lucky there. I can't lie. you know, there's a lot of times where luck is heavily involved in this. For the next match, we go against a Zenkai Fusions team. I think that's only a Zenkai 3 Gogeta. I'm gonna have to look at that again. But either way, like you can't have mercy against Fusions either because they get their rush so quickly, right? That's why I always try to, and see, I got sideswipe happy right there. Look at how much damage I took right off the bat. It was already looking bad, and I honestly was already extremely frustrated at this match. And I honestly almost was just going to chalk it up as a loss. But it's just like, you always want to keep going. Like, look how many mistakes I'm making. I got the tackle off, and I don't even follow up on it. There's me with the single taps again. I waited for his 2 side steps right there. We're actually doing a good amount of damage here. And I immediately picked up on that because I knew that we were doing a good amount of damage on the Gogeta. So I want to just trap him in here and hopefully just get the kill off on him, right? And then we do get the blue card, fortunately. Like, we had the heart of the cards right there. And then we can kind of just chill out right here. I kind of figured he was going to go for a tackle. Thankfully, we do have that card draw speed. We can afford to be aggressive here. I honestly did not expect him to go for another tackle there. I gotta just go all in right here. I just took away his Dragon Balls, so I'm feeling a little bit confident, right? So there's times where I won't use Tien's main ability at the very last moment. If I feel like it can give me priority, then I'm not going to use it. Right there, you see me drop combo because I do feel like this guy's going to come in. I really wish I didn't pull a green card right there. And we kind of just, you know, I feel like we're in a good spot right here. And then he really messed up by using a green card, unfortunately. And then I tried to go immediately. I don't know. Yeah, so Vegeta was barely able to come back in time. I wasn't having none of that. And so I think I do go for the Rising. Yeah, I go for the Rising Rush right here. Like I said, you can't have mercy against these guys. Like, in no way, shape, or form can you have mercy. And on PvP players, bro, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, if I get rushed twice, like, yeah, I'm going to be salty. But that's just how it goes, right? Unless they, like, completely, like, I'm not going to blame you for just using what the game gives you. And you shouldn't blame me for using what the game gives me, right? That's kind of like my opinion on it. Like I said, I do, like, there is special circumstances. You know, if I'm using a Zenkai team, I tend to, like, wait out the rush a little bit. I'll use the rush if you use the rush, kind of something like that, right? Or if, honestly, even if I feel like I'm already at a heavy advantage, like, I'll just kind of just cool it down on the rush or something. Right here, I'm, like, not afraid at all to let this guy take damage. Right, I know it is Gogeta Blue, right? He is an LF unit, but honestly, like, for an LF unit, like, he just gets absolutely shredded by Yamcha. Absolutely. So we just take this. Honestly, he didn't even do bad damage, right? But look at that. Easy peasy. It's really not easy at all. It takes a lot of time to get, like, a lot of this stuff down, right? Alrighty, guys, so that's actually gonna go ahead and be the end of the video. I hope, you know, maybe if you guys are watching this for an educational purpose, like, kind of just getting a look at, a peek into my playstyle a little bit, right? It's obviously not perfect. It's not the best. I'm not saying go ahead and watch this video and you're going to be top 1,000 with Super Warriors, right? It's a lot of practice, a lot of multiple things, a ton of things. I have so much, like, time clocked into this game that is just absolutely absurd, right? And, you know, it's just, I would like to think I've gotten pretty decent at it over time. And, you know, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this series, guys. I'm definitely going to let you guys know. I'll definitely post on Twitter. Once Reset drops, I'll make a video, an announcement video saying if we did or did not make the top 1K. You know, I'm praying that we do. Like I said, the first and foremost goal of this series was just to I wanted to go ahead and see if I could make it to the top 1K with the Super Warriors. And we did it! It was just an amazing feeling, right? And so now, and then, like, I raised the bar even higher and said, let me see if I can stay in the top 1K for the end of the season with Super Warriors only. So that was the challenge above the challenge. You know, it's like going into New Game Plus right there. So, you know, like I said, I will keep you guys updated. You know, we're going to go back to double uploads again. And I'm just extremely grateful for everyone that supports me and supports the channel. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.